So, been waiting for this one. We finally have a teaser trailer for Marvel's The Eternals. Now, before I watch and react to this, I really have no serious expectations of this. I don't know anything about the characters in the comics beyond like what I've read on some Wikipedia pages. I know some of the things that Marvel has pumped up and built around, what they hope to introduce. There's a lot of representation that's going to be in this, which I'm all for, but I've expressed before I'm a little bit nervous about that because it feels like they're dumping a whole bunch of representational first into the same movie, and that makes me feel a little bit nervous, like they've gone through a checklist of what's a bunch of stuff that we can try and knock off in one go. I know that the director very recently won an Oscar for Best Director for Nomadland, so that's interesting, but I didn't watch Nomadland. It's not the kind of movie I tend to enjoy, so I don't have a lot of expectations based off that either. So I don't know. I don't know what this trailer could do to make me pumped for it, because I don't know what to grasp onto, but let's see what they're going to try and do to get me on board, shall we? Okay, starting. Oh, good. I was afraid it was going to be Beautiful World or Wonderful World, and I love that song, but it's overused. Okay. I was going to say, where's the spaceship? There's one coming. That's a neat design. I kind of like the super utilitarian design for ships.
Listen.
Huh. I will say this, cinematography is real pretty. I'm digging that.
Progress and seen them accomplish wonders. Throughout the years, we have never interfered.
What?
Until
That voiceover seemed contradictory. I'm confused now.
Thank you for this.
Oh, you're welcome.
So now that Captain Rogers and Iron Man are both gone, who do you think's gonna lead the Avengers?
I could lead them.
Okay. Huh. So, here's the main praise I'll give to it. Cinematography's gorgeous. That's really pretty. And that's, got a strong artistic hand to the visuals, which is nice. It's something that, let's be honest, a lot of Marvel movies don't really have. They'll have a difference in tone and atmosphere, but it's pretty rare for you to feel a strong directorial hand, especially on the shooting style. If you feel it anywhere, maybe it's on the approach to the material, something like James Gunn with Guardians of the Galaxy, but even that in terms of the way it looks and the way it is shot is pretty in line with how Marvel shoots the vast majority of its stuff. And, that's not necessarily a knock on Marvel's product. They've gotten very good at streamlining their process. They have a standard second unit that comes in for nearly every movie. So, I get it, but it's nice to see something that feels like it was much more deliberate and less, okay, here's our standard efficient way of shooting this setup and stuff. So, I'm liking the look quite a bit. I got confused because the voiceover is we've helped them from the beginning, but we never interfere. Wait, what? But if you've helped, if you've guided, that's interference because you didn't leave them to do their own thing. I think the implication is that the Eternals have guided humanity which might be their deal. They're a Kirby creation, and he was very much into that kind of idea in general. The outer space cosmic beings that are sort of doing their own thing and occasionally cross paths with Earth. Kirby had a lot of stuff like that. But like just saying those statements back to back, I was like, I'm sorry, what? So I'm hoping that that's either an indication of a slightly muddled marketing, because that line read just sounded like a trailer line. That didn't sound like something that would have occurred in dialogue in the film. So I'm hoping it's either somebody wrote a bad piece of trailer copy and it got through, or if a character does say it, that it doesn't. If it is from dialogue in the film, that it doesn't go unchallenged, and somebody like points out the really obvious what the hell inherent to that statement. Because if it's just said in the film and is taken as read, I'm like, okay, we got a problem here. There isn't really much to get a sense of the characters. I do like that the one bit of sort of dialogue and interaction we get focuses on a familial, comfortable vibe, which is actually kind of a fun contrast to how the characters appear to be getting presented prior to that in the trailer as otherworldly, as beyond humanity, as above, as separate. And then to do something at the end of the trailer as grounded and as easy to relate to as just what feels like a family dinner scene where everybody's comfortable with each other. Now that's good. That's a nice contrast, and it's a nice way to sort of undercut that. As much as I liked, the shots and the tone up to that point, it does a good job of making clear, like, there's more than just that, and sort of priming the audience a little bit to expect, multiple, things going on here in terms of tone and scope and character interaction, which is good. I don't know how much it sets my expectations for the film itself. I'm not sure it does, beyond now just expecting it to look very nice. But beyond that, it doesn't really do much to shift my perspective, positive or negative. I will say it's a good piece of marketing, despite my having just said that, because I feel like it is doing a good job to set my expectations, even if those expectations, as they are now getting set, don't come accompanied with like hype. I'm not pumped to see it, but I now feel like I am better prepped to go see it and have a better chance of going in and being able to accept it on its own terms, because I feel like it did a good job of giving me a sense of what I will be getting when I eventually see this movie. Whether or not that ends up being completely accurate, whether or not, even if it is accurate, if it works, who knows? So like I said, I'm hardly pumped or excited, but that's a solid teaser. I feel like that did a solid presentation of mood, of visual tone, of just sort of getting me to a place where I feel like maybe I will understand what this thing actually is without having to read a synopsis before even going to see the movie. So that's the Eternals teaser. What'd you think? Whatever your thoughts are, drop something down in the comments. Let's talk about it. Like, share, subscribe. They all help me out. I've also got a Patreon, link in the description. That helps me out even more, obviously, and there are perks for every tier, but no pressure on any of it, because we take a relaxed attitude around here, so just come on back next time you need a break.